From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, that was pretty cool, but so is the weather right now. It is just awesome. We're looking at our First Bank of Owasso building camera and looking back to the north. We've had a little bit of vertical development associated with a few cells that are up north and just kind of some low clouds that you can see as stratocumulus clouds. And so it's been enough to make kind of rain up to the north. Around Tulsa, though, you're seeing some sun shadows around Owasso as well as around the Tulsa area. But those showers are showing up. There's a new cell on the southeast side of Bartlesville right now. And there's a few cells that's continuing to show up across portions of Craig County. Not much, but a little bit. And again, it's just spotty. But by morning, we have a big one coming on in, so get ready for that. And we've had some pretty reasonable rains over the last couple of days. The biggest rains today were pretty much confined to the southeast part of our area. And we had about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch as it moved through. But over the last several days, as those rain showers and thunderstorms have rolled through, we're starting to push around 1 inch or more in many locations. So we're adding, we need a little bit more off to the east. Most of the metro areas picked up about 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain. Kind of depends upon your location, but gives you a pretty good idea. And again, where you see the blue, it's a lot less. So kind of the heart of the city hasn't had as much rain as what wish we could have for some gardens and yards. We're looking at temperatures that bounce back up several degrees. We were in the 70s at about 4 o'clock. We're up to 84 right now down around the Glenpool area. So again, with some more sunshine, that kind of reminds us, hey, July can heat things up pretty quick. But across the entire state for this time of year, it's like this is crazy nice weather. So it's great tonight. And then tomorrow morning, about 3 a.m., here come high plains thunderstorms that will develop here over the next several hours in western Kansas and eastern Colorado. They'll make a beeline for northeastern Oklahoma. There should be some damaging winds and hail with this around 3 o'clock in the morning. Then that'll be blasting southeastward into the Tulsa area sometime between 7 and 9 a.m. Winds and some hail associated with that. Stephen and Alan will be covering that in the morning hours along with our storm trackers. As that moves on through, our temperatures will be in the 60s, near 70 in the morning. The last of the rain and showers and storms will move out sometime around 11 to noon time. And then now most of the heavier activity will move well off into Arkansas and kind of fall apart. So we'll have a little bit more time to rebound tomorrow afternoon. So we should be well into the 80s across the region, then pushing near 100 in southwest Oklahoma to remind us it's still July. But another system is developing on Friday night. That system is going to start to blow on in late for tomorrow evening. And that'll be in western Oklahoma. There'll be a few severe thunderstorms, so you kind of got the general idea what's going on here. And then as we go on into the overnight hours, some of those storms could be strong or severe with hail or some wind. Then that should blow on through. So by morning on Saturday, if things work out as planned, most of the activity, or really the atmosphere, will be stable and most of the activity is off to the east of us. Any leftover will be mainly just sprinkles and a few showers, and that'll die out mostly during the noontime hours. So it shouldn't be anything major where you'd have a major rainout. And it should turn out to be a beautiful afternoon with temperatures in the low to mid 80s in July. It's like, this is awesome. Now, as far as what we see with the initial chance of showers and storms coming up on Sunday morning, another shot of that. So believe it or not, it's kind of like the same story, just another verse. We'll be in the 60s to low 70s. And then during the afternoon should be nice with temperatures in the low to mid 80s with our better chances Sunday morning. So if you do have plans for this weekend, most of the days are in good shape, most Sunday and also really Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday we still have a chance of storms though. But the threat of severe weather is tomorrow morning across a big chunk of the state. And unfortunately Saturday morning, really late Friday night, Saturday morning will also include a pretty good chunk of our area. So again, it'll be hail and wind and then some localized heavy downpours of rain. We'd like that rain to be up just north and west of Bartlesville and on up to Chautauqua County around Sedan, Kansas. So the odds are pretty high and then it drops off. Then you can see by the time Sunday rolls around, not quite as good a chance of showers and thunderstorms, but still there. And most of the hot air is being held at bay as we get this northwesterly flow. We always say weatherman's woe because the timing of these systems is hard most of the time. But once this system starts to get a little bit bigger and stronger, that heat dome, our chances of storms will start to die down a little bit. And that'll make a difference on the amounts of rain as we get into next week. It'll start to go down. Temperature goes up. 77 tonight. It is cooler. We don't get to say that in July. By the time we get on into the morning hours, we're talking about thunderstorms in the area. Again, Al and Stephen will be covering that. And then we're looking at shower and thunderstorm chances ending around noontime. Hopefully areas around Bartlesville have had some good rains. Then a chance of a few storms Saturday morning, slight chance again Sunday morning. Next big chance would be Tuesday, and then the sun comes out, and that's a word for July.
Reminder, it's July.
It's July. Heat
That's
next week.
An official weatherman term.
Yes, official.